Well, I don't think I'm going to recap much. You guys know what happened in Laramie. We didn't play well. They played well. Pretty much the way it was. Second half of the league starting. I think it's a chance to get yourself going and a chance to be excited about a couple home games coming up. Anytime you're in the midst of a losing streak, your energy level and your attitude are so important. It's things that we're talking to our team about a lot. Don't give in. Don't lose your confidence and not think you can play, and some of those kind of things that can happen. So the thing that we've had in Aggie basketball for a long time is guys that play hard and guys that execute, and those are the two things we are emphasizing: play hard and execute. And if we do those things, you can live with the results. Not much fun if you don't win. I mean, obviously that's the name of the game, but there's been a couple times where we just haven't played hard enough, and there's really no excuse for that. And I think our guys know that. The only way we have a chance to win in this league is to go out and compete and play a little better than we're playing. It's not like it's play a lot better. I mean, it's not like we got to completely, revamp the whole deal. We're at times very close to getting, having success, but obviously we got to do a little better, and that's the emphasis in practice. We had a good workout yesterday after talking about some things, and we got Nevada coming in at 7-2. That seems like every game out we've got somebody who's playing well or got lots of wins. And interestingly enough, the two teams we only got once are teams kind of like us. Air Force and Fresno both trying to find wins wherever they can, and I'm sure they'd like to play us too. I'm not saying that, but that's why you just keep getting a string of teams that are near the top, and that's what we've had. So second half of the league, 5 home games and 4 road games, and still lots of tough teams. But our goal is to certainly do better than we did in the first half.
This time around with Nevada, like you said, they're 7-2. It seems like Burton's obviously still playing well, but they have sort of a scoring balance with other guys in double digits. I mean, how do you kind of stop that?
They got about 5 guys averaging in double figures. He's the star. I mean, he's the guy that makes it all go. The key for them, they were struggling a little bit in the preseason, and they got West eligible, and that really kind of helped them get over the hump, so to speak. But they got Huff shooting the ball really well, averaging 13. They've got lots of weapons. That's why they're 7-2, and that's why they've had real good success this first half of the league. It's not like you can just focus on Burton for sure with all the different people. You gotta defend everybody, but certainly he gets them going on the break. They isolate him in different situations, but you gotta find Cole Huff. They got a spacing 4-man that can really shoot, and if he gets away from you, he'll make threes. When you run out of him, he's got the ability to go by you. West is a real good offensive rebounder, a solid presence inside. Jerry Evans is really shooting the ball the last couple games, and Perez has the ability to go off like he did versus UNLV. So, they've got some solid guys off the bench, but their starters are playing a lot of minutes. Those guys are the ones that are primarily getting it done for
them. These next 2 teams in Nevada and Boise, teams that were very close games. Do you feel like maybe home court advantage is just sort of that extra push you guys need to maybe get past these teams?
Well, I mean, the home court advantage is like I've said for lots of years around here, which comes first, the good teams or the home court advantage. They kind of go hand in hand through the years. If we certainly it helps us when our crowd is into the game and trying to figure out a way to get us over the top and those kind of things. But we got to play good basketball. I mean, we're not just going to show up and win because we're at home. But certainly, if we'll get our confidence back, we'll have an opportunity to play well, which gives you an opportunity to win.
Do you think you'll continue to still look at different rotations or combinations? Do you like what you had against Wyoming, how you played that?
Well, we got beat 17, and we shot 40%, and they shot 55%. So, no, I didn't really like what we tried. You can see why we experimented a little bit with putting the guys who've had the most production in the league out there at the start of the game, but it wasn't what I'd call a successful experiment. So we'll go more traditional. Go back with our normal point guards.
Might we see Marcel up on the court anytime soon?
Our normal point guards. We got 3 options. He's one of them for sure.
You talk about restoring confidence, and Saturday you said you lost your confidence. What do you do as a coach to try and get that back and get in the right mental place?
Are you writing a book, Kyle? You got lots of questions today. Am I just doing your whole blog, or what am I doing here? Holy smokes. They got to get their own confidence back. I can tell them the things that I believe about guys being good players and remind them of the good games they've had. But I can't, it's not like I have a big syringe that I can inject confidence. They've got to, the best way to do that is go win a game, and you need a little confidence to get that done. But if we could get that done, that would help everybody. Nothing like winning to cure some things.
You kind of mentioned a little bit, we talked about JoJo after the game. Will he see more minutes, do you think?
Well, he'll definitely play. The issue there is he's behind 2 seniors that are, we were able to play him a little more because Preston played more 1. But Preston's only about 35 minutes, but he will definitely be the backup too. And, the issue with freshmen is always defense. Oftentimes it's not offense. And that was, he came in and helped us offensively, but struggled on the defensive end, and that's the quicker freshmen can get their defense better, the more opportunity they have to play.
Speaking of freshmen, how have you felt like Jalen's developed? Obviously, he started in the last game. You feel like
Jalen's doing well. Jalen's a very smart basketball player. We've probably screwed him up a little bit, making him play 2 positions, but it's what we needed him to do. He was sick yesterday, unable to practice. So he got a quart of IV fluid and should be better today. So, but he's doing a solid job as a freshman. You couldn't ask for much more than he's given us.
So you mean he's probably going to stay at 4 for the most part, if you can do that?
Well, we'll see. That's where he's been primarily, other than the last game. But he's available for 3. We'll see how guys play. That determines everything.
Well, and for Nevada, the thing that really jumps out from different the first time around was, Huff played really well and made some big shots against you, but Evans was really struggling then, and now lately he's really made shots.
Yeah, the last couple games he's shot it really well. Like we said earlier, they got lots of weapons. Huff is, I think you don't realize how good a player he is. He makes threes, he drives it, he's active out there, really active. And like I said, Perez has had big games. West totally changed their team when he got eligible, so they're not 7-2 by accident. And you look at their defensive field goal percentage, they've really defended well, so that's certainly a strength.